Get ready for a Saturday full of entertainment and education. Watch Chef Alex as he cooks and bakes. Get ready for a Saturday full of entertainment and education. Watch Chef Alex as he cooks and bakes his favorite dishes. Join our aquarium hobbyist as he shares his passion for tropical fish. Come along with me as I hit the bowling alley. Saturday Live has something for everyone. Tune in for a great time. Don't forget to follow us on social media for more updates and behind-the-scenes content.
Bitches say I'm delicious. I'ma have all you motherfuckers laying in this.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Sunday edition of Saturday Live. Last night we had tech issues, and thus we are doing Sunday Live with me, Alex Cardinale, tonight. I have an action-packed episode coming your way. It's the first Halloween-themed Sunday Live of 2023. Sergeant Slaughter makes a double appearance tonight. Scratch that. Sergeant Slaughter makes a triple appearance tonight. Sergeant Slaughter gives us facts on Halloween, the month of September, and the retail store Target. I am going to recap September and rank every one of my favorite Child's Play movies. We have a special guest tonight. He is a sick individual, Jason the Teletubbie Predator. Chef Alex will discuss fall foods. Fall bingo tonight. Bingo debuts on Saturday Live tonight. And Aqua Alex will talk about the African lungfish, the featured monster fish, and Oasis Aquatics featured fish is the black diamond stingray. All that and everything you already love about Saturday Live. We have an action-packed show, so let's get right into it. As always, if you're watching this show live and you have any questions you want to ask me, go right ahead and post your questions in the chat, and I will answer them. If you're watching the replay of today's video, post your questions in the comments, and I will answer them all today. All right. Let's go ahead and get started with our first segment, which is American Alex Asks You.
American Alex would like for you to answer these questions. It's American Alex Asks You. Simply post your answers in the chat if you are watching live or post them in the comments if you are catching the replay. Be part of the show and come have fun. Here are the questions you can answer tonight. Enjoy the show. Q1. How was your September? Q2. What do you look forward to in October? Q3. What are your favorite things about Halloween?
All right, so those are the questions that you can answer. We're going to start the show with my answers to these questions, and you can post your answers in the chat. So, how was my September? My September was good. Nothing bad happened in September for me. One of my highlights of the month of September was the return of the NFL and the return of my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And my Buccaneers started off the season 2-1 in September, so I can't complain there. Another highlight of my September was my 1000th video last Friday. That was a real highlight of my YouTube career, and I really enjoyed hosting my 1000th video. So I had a great September. Now, what do I look forward to in October? Well, one, I look forward to Halloween. I love the scary movies like Child's Play, Michael Myers, Halloween, Jason, Freddy Krueger, but I also love candy, as you can tell. But actually, this coming Wednesday, I have another video that I'm looking forward to, and that is my 200th episode of Aquatic Wetline, where I will be interviewing Mr. Pedro Vigas from Aquascape Online, and I cannot wait for that amazing interview this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And question 3 that I'm asking you, what are my favorite things about Halloween? I like the scariness of it. I like the Halloween movies and giving out candy. And I also like eating Halloween candy. So those are my answers to those questions. You go ahead and post your answers in the chat or in the comments. All right, before we get started tonight, I have a very cool announcement to make. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's episode of Sunday Live is episode number 65. So that means 10 weeks and 10 episodes from now, I will celebrate the 75th episode of Saturday Live. And that will be taking place on Saturday, December 8th, 2023. So on Saturday, December 8th, it'll be our 75th episode of Saturday Live. In the upcoming weeks here on Saturday Live, I'll have news on what to expect for the 75th episode. So stay tuned. All right, are you ready to get spooky? We're going to start this episode of Sunday Live with Halloween facts from good old Sergeant Slaughter.
And all you maggots out there, listen up.
A 10 hot maggots. At ease and listen up. Boo. I scared ya, didn't I? This is Sergeant Slaughter here kicking off this episode of Saturday Live. I've got some fun Halloween facts for you to get you ready for the spooky season. Listen up and listen good or I'll hop out of retirement and face you in the ring where you'll be my maggot and submit to the Cobra Clutch. Ha ha. Let's get to the Halloween facts, shall we? The holiday dates back more than 2,000 years. Halloween is even older than Christianity itself. It all started as a pre-Christian Celtic festival called Samhain, which means summer's end. Held in the beginning of November, the feast recognized the last day of the fall harvest and spirits crossing over, since they believed the veil between the living and spirit world grew thinnest at that time. People in Ireland, the United Kingdom and northern France used to ward off ghosts by lighting sacrificial bonfires, and, you guessed it, wearing costumes to trick the spirits, according to History.com. Trick-or-treating has existed since medieval times. Taking candy from strangers on one night a year, and one night only, isn't a new or uniquely American tradition. Back then, it was known as guising in Scotland and Ireland. Young people dressed up in costumes and went door to door looking for food or money in exchange for performing songs, poems or other tricks. Today, the tradition has morphed into children to getting dressed up and asking for candy. Hardly anyone sings for their mini Snickers these days, but a simple, thank you, will go a long way. Sugar rationing during World War II paused trick-or-treating. Because of the shortage of the sweet stuff, trick-or-treating wasn't as big of a thing during World War II. After the rationing ended, it was all systems go on the candy collecting front. Candy companies began launching advertising campaigns to cash in on the ritual and make sure kids were clamoring for their products to show up in their candy buckets and spare pillowcases. The Irish also brought us jack-o'-lanterns. As the story goes, an Irish man named Stingy Jack tricked the devil and therefore was not allowed into heaven or hell. So he spent his days roaming the earth carrying a lantern. Hence the name, Jack of the Lantern. Tell that story to the kids when you pick up your seasonal squash and try not to get goosebumps when you carve up your own pumpkins this year. Alright, enough Halloween facts for this show. Not giving all my Halloween facts away in one night. I'll have more Halloween facts next Friday on Friday Live. I'll see you later on in the show as I give facts on September.
Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter, for those amazing Halloween facts. Now it's time for Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale. And tonight I have a sad situation to talk about. I have sad news to share with all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier today it was announced that a legendary Major League Baseball pitcher passed away. He was well known for his knuckleball, and he was one of the only greatest knuckleball throwers out there. Ladies and gentlemen, it saddens me to say that Major League Baseball legendary pitcher Tim Wakefield passed away. Now, I know that I am a New York Yankees fan, and my Yankees spent a majority of their careers facing Tim Wakefield, but Tim Wakefield was a great person and a legendary pitcher. He is the best knuckleball pitcher out there that I know of, and it's just so sad that he died at a young age. A little over 50 he was, and he died of brain cancer. So my thoughts and prayers go out to the Wakefield family and the Boston Red Sox community. Rest in peace to Major League Baseball legendary pitcher, Boston Red Sox own Tim Wakefield. So let's go ahead and give a moment of silence for Tim Wakefield. All right. And that was this week's episode of Keeping It Real here on Saturday Live. Well, since we are talking about sports, let's get right to our two sports segments here on Sunday Live. It is now time to go bowling. Let's see how I did this past Thursday. All right, let's see how I did this past Thursday in bowling. Now, this past Thursday in bowling is when our averages and our scores really count. So this past Thursday, I went into bowling with an average of 94. So knowing that my average is 94, let's see how I did this past Thursday. I was able to beat my average 2 out of 3 games, but the third game I didn't quite get my average, unfortunately. So game 1, I had 115 pins, which was my best game this week. Game 2, I had 98 pins, which is 4 points over my average. And game 3, I had 89. Game 3 was my worst game. Despite having a strike and a couple of spares, it was my worst game. So game 1, I had 115. Game 2, I had 98. And game 3, I had 89 for a total of 302 pins, with 2 strikes and 6 spares. Now, I wasn't able to film any bowling because I was claustrophobic and the space was very limited. But next week, I definitely will picture myself bowling at least once or twice for you, and I will have it here on Friday live for you. So let's see how I bowl next week. I believe my average went up a little bit to like 96, but we'll see how I bowl next week. You know, I am in a really good mood, and that is because my Buccaneers won today. Now it's time for the Buccaneers Spotlight.
Y'all can't match our energy. We ball and attack on enemies. The bus ain't slowing down. Opponents better walk that plank, no penalty. No backing off and no breathing.
Who that beat them Saints ass tonight? It was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who put a whooping on the New Orleans Saints. Just as I predicted. I predicted the Bucs would beat the Saints, and they did. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now 3-1. So much for Baker Mayfield sticking up the joint, right? A lot of people said that Baker Mayfield would be a waste of a signing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But just like I do, Baker Mayfield is proving his haters wrong. I'm very proud of Baker Mayfield, and I'm proud of my Tampa Bay Buccaneers for dismantling and destroying the New Orleans Saints earlier today. The Buccaneers got an incredible victory, 26-9 over the New Orleans Saints. And now the Buccaneers are number 1 in the NFC South. They're in first place, even though it is only week 4, and there are still plenty of weeks and games to be played. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next week, the Buccaneers have a bye week already. So next week on Saturday Live, we will recap weeks 1 through 4 here on Buccaneer Spotlight. So this has been one of my most funnest Buccaneer Spotlights that I've had the pleasure of hosting so far. All right. Zoltan Aquatics is in the house. Hey, Zoltan, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video today. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope everything is okay. And thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a great night. All right, let's get to our first topic of the evening, and that is going to be a recap of September. September came and September left quickly. It's been really fast how quick these months go by. So here is what happened for me personally in September. My fall bowling league started, and I have to say I really love the league that I am in now. The team that I have now is great. I think this is the best bowling team that I've ever been a part of, and that's because I'm the captain. But I have great players. I could not ask for any better players. They are very good, but they also teach me how to become a better bowler as well. So that's something that I really enjoyed in September. Also, the NFL regular season started. As you can tell, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers have played very well in September. They're 2-1. My Yankees had a terrible season, and they had a terrible September. They played shitty and got eliminated from the playoffs. That's one of the downers from September. But I also applied for jobs and had a couple of interviews in September, and no luck so far. but I do have an interview coming up this Tuesday. And traditionally speaking and historically speaking, October is the month where I get hired. So hopefully this Tuesday I will get hired. And finally, I hosted my 1000th video a couple Fridays ago. And that was awesome. I really loved hosting the 1000th episode. But now we look forward to October. We look forward to the 200th episode of Aquatics Wetline. And we look forward to Halloween. So that is very, very awesome. All right, we have some comments in the chat. Sultan says, I am doing good, just busy with family. I definitely understand that. And Zoltan says, good luck. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. All right, now it's time to welcome Sergeant Slaughter back to the show. Sergeant Slaughter now is going to officially say goodbye to September with some facts on September. And when we come back, we're going to have our special guest, who is a terrible human being. We could all laugh at him when Sergeant Slaughter is done with his September facts.
Sergeant Slaughter back here. It's time to take a look back at the month that was September. Here are some interesting facts about September. What happens in the month of September? There's a little for everyone. The last days of summer and the first days of fall. September, in Old England, was called Harvest Moneth, harvest month. This is the time to gather up the rest of the harvest and prepare for the winter months. September's name comes from the Latin word septem, meaning 7. This month had originally been the 7th month of the early Roman calendar. September calendar. September 4th, the first Monday of the month, is Labor Day. Canadians also observe Labor Day. September 11th is Patriot Day, held in honor and remembrance of those who died in the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. September 11th is also Grandparents' Day this year. Honor your grandparents today, and every day. September 15th starts Rosh Hashanah, a Jewish holiday that marks the beginning of the new year. September 17th is Constitution Day. This day celebrates the adoption of the U.S. Constitution, which occurred on September 17, 1787. September 21st is recognized as the annual International Day of Peace. Observances range from a moment of silence at noon to events such as peace walks, concerts, and volunteering in the community. September 23rd marks the start of fall. September 24th marks the start of Yom Kippur, at sundown. September 26th is Johnny Appleseed Day, celebrating John Chapman and everything Apple. Just for fun, days. Have fun with these strange celebrations this month. September is National Happy Cat Month. September 11th, National Hug Your Hound Day. September 13th, Kids Take Over the Kitchen Day. September 19th, International Talk Like a Pirate Day. September 24th, National Punctuation Day. These are all the facts that I have for you on the month of September. I hope all you maggots have a good October.
Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter, for those facts on September. And that's it for September 2023. Now we focus on October. And now it's time for our guest of shame, our first guest in a while, but unfortunately he is a very, very sick man. So our guest is someone that I saw on YouTube when I was watching those predator catch videos. His name is Jason. He actually looks like a Teletubby. He was caught 4 times trying to talk with minors online, and you all know what that results in. They try to get them to have sex with them. Anyway, let's laugh at how this guy looks like a Teletubby. This is Jason, the Teletubby Predator.
Hello, how's it going, guys? Can I help you guys find anything? How's it going? Can I help you guys find anything here?
He's come to pick up his loaner.
Oh, you didn't want to pick up a 13-year-old car or a 14-year-old car, or a 15-year-old car?
Yeah. My car.
Jason, once again you're at it, and this is all the evidence, buddy.
Get out of here.
This is all the evidence, buddy.
Leave me
This
alone.
is all the evidence. I'm calling the cops right now. Ma'am, I'm calling the cops right now. Jason, on Kijiji, hand, 13-year-old hand. Jason, hand's 13 years old. Hand's 13 years old, Jason. All the evidence is here. All the evidence is here, Jason. Call the police, please. Call the police.
Please.
Call the police. Call the police.
Please call.
And here's another video of him the same time he got caught at the car dealership.
Get lost. He's a moron. Tell get lost.
Hey, sir, you gotta sign in. You're
Call the police.
13 years old.
Get out of
This is my
here!
4th time
I'm
busting
in.
him. My
No!
4th time busting him.
Please me.
Yeah. Fourth time I busted him for wanting to get with a 13-year-old girl. 4th time I busted him. 4th time. Han on Kijiji, 13-year-old. You want to lure outside? You want her to live in with you? You talk to me. Okay. Look, this is all the evidence right here, Jason. Yeah, I am. That's assault right now. You're assault. Assault number 1. I am pressing charges. I am pressing charges. Yeah. Jason, just read this, brother. Read this. I don't want to read it. 13.
And here's another video of him getting caught.
Jason, we're gonna talk calmly like men. You're gonna let me talk, and I'm gonna let you talk, okay? Okay. Just be patient. Let me talk, and I'll let you talk, okay? You have to let me talk. I'm only recording so you can't tell the cops I hate you, right? It's 21. People lie, okay? I have no record, and I like to keep it that way, okay?
Yeah.
The problem is, Jason, I grabbed the phone from her hand. I just came into town today, okay? Regardless of whatever the issue is, Jason, I seen the messages. You made sure I did not have her phone anymore, that I was out of town. You asked her repeatedly. Am I correct or wrong? Just say yes or no. Yes or no.
I asked her
okay.
that.
Yes or wrong. That's it. Do you acknowledge that she's 15 years old? Just be honest.
Honestly. I didn't.
Jason, you mentioned in the message that you are 15. You're older than her by a lot.
Yes.
Okay, let me talk. I'm gonna let Jason. You're gonna get your thunder to talk. Okay, I promise you. Okay, Jason.
All I have to say is that is absolutely disgusting to anyone that is over the age of 21 that talks to minors. It is absolutely disgusting, and there's no reason to be talking to them unless they're your own flesh and blood. Anyway, moving along, it is now time for social studies class, and now it's time for this Sunday in history. There are 2 months left in the year, and there are 91 days left in the year. Today's highlight in history: on October 1st, 2017, a gunman opened fire from a room at the Mandalay Bay Casino Hotel in Las Vegas on a crowd of 22,000 country music fans at a concert below. 58 people died and more than 800 were injured in the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history. The gunman, 64-year-old Stephen Craig Paddock, killed himself before police arrived. On this date, today, in 1908, Henry Ford introduced his Model T automobile to the market. In 1910, the offices of the Los Angeles Times were destroyed by a bomb explosion and fire. 21 Times employees were killed. In 1957, the motto, "In God We Trust," began appearing on U.S. paper money. In 1964, the free speech movement began at the University of California, Berkeley. On this day in 1971, Walt Disney World opened near Orlando, Florida. In 1987, 8 people were killed when a magnitude 5.9 earthquake shook the Los Angeles area. In 1994, National Hockey League team owners began a 103-day lockout of their players. 10 years ago today, in 2013, novelist Tom Clancy died in Baltimore at age 66. In 2015, officials in Michigan declared a public health emergency over the city of Flint's water in response to tests that showed children with elevated levels of lead. In 2017, O.J. Simpson was released from a prison in Nevada after serving 9 years for a botched hotel room heist in Las Vegas. In 2019, Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders was diagnosed with a heart attack. And in 2021, the United States death toll from COVID-19 eclipsed 700,000. Today's birthdays. There are some legendary birthdays today. Retired MLB All-Star Mark McGwire is 60. Actor Christopher Titus is 59. Actor model Cindy Margulis is 58. Producer John Riddle is 58. Producer John Ridley is 58. San Diego Padres infielder Xander Bogaerts is 31. Anyone who celebrated a birthday this past week, happy birthday. Anyone celebrating a birthday this upcoming week, happy birthday. I hope your year is amazing and you stay happy and healthy in this upcoming year. And that is this Sunday in history. Sultan Aquatics says, gotta go, little one's bedtime. Take care, Alex. Thank you so much, Sultan, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. I appreciate it, brother. Take care, and good night to your little one. All right. So, now that we have social studies class out of the way, let's get to facts with Sergeant Slaughter. And it's time for Sergeant Slaughter's final facts. And it's time for facts on target.
But like nobody else in the military world today, I have no boundaries. I have integrity, and I'm someone they can look up to and respect. What these maggots need is a leader, and I will be their new leader.
All right, are you ready to learn about target?
All right, Sergeant Slaughter here. Time for my final facts for this week's episode of Saturday Live. I am going to give you facts on Alex's and I's favorite retailer in the United States. Target. Get ready to learn about Target right now. Target wasn't the original name. When New York native George D. Dayton opened the business now known as Target Corporation in 1902, he did so under the name Goodfellows Dry Goods Company. In 1903, Dayton became the sole owner of the business and changed the name to Dayton Dry Goods Company. And it wasn't until 2000, after several more name changes, that the business officially became Target Corporation. The first Target store opened in the 1960s. Though Dayton formed his business in the early 1900s, it wasn't until the 1960s that the first Target store opened in Roseville, Minnesota. During its grand opening on May 1, 1962, the new store was touted as a store you can be proud to shop in, a store you can have confidence in, and a store that is fun to shop and exciting to visit. By the end of that same year, 3 other Targets had already opened. The company used to also own department stores. What many people don't know is that Target's parent company, Target Corporation, didn't always just own Target stores. Up until 2004, the company also owned a number of department store chains, such as the Marshall Field's in Chicago, but it decided to give those up in favor of focusing on making the Target brand flourish. Target made its first $1 billion in sales in 1979. For the Target Corporation, 1979 was a monumental year. It was during this time that the company saw its first $1 billion in annual sales from its 74 Target stores alone, and to celebrate, they put on a billion-dollar sale for all their loyal customers. The company received an award from Ronald Reagan. Target isn't one of those companies that's just about making money. In fact, the organization has historically made such an effort to give back to the community that in 1983, it was even awarded the President's Committee on the Arts and Humanities Medal of Honor, by President Ronald Reagan, for its encouraging efforts in the arts and social welfare. They once opened 11 stores in one day, all in the same city. In 1993, Target expanded into the city of Chicago. However, when they made their move into the Windy City, they decided to do so with a bang, by opening not just 1, but 11 stores all on the same day. Have you ever wondered how Target comes up with the recipes for its in-house brand products? Much of that research and development takes place in the company's test kitchen, where food scientists formulate and test out potential new items. And apparently, the company's kitchen even hosts a cake week 5 times every year, where more than 100 designs are evaluated. Yum! It's a popular destination for back-to-school shopping. Few companies are able to outrank Amazon these days in pretty much any category. However, one 2017 survey found that Target was actually more popular than Amazon as a back-to-school shopping destination, with 64% of respondents saying that they planned to hit up Target for their school supplies compared to just 50% who planned to shop at Amazon. If you're a frequent flyer at your local Target store, then you might want to consider investing in a Target Red Card. The company's card, which comes in the form of a debit card or a credit card, comes with special perks like free shipping, 5% off of all purchases, and an extended return window for all items. It might sometimes feel like you're getting deals at Target that are too good to be true, but don't worry. That's exactly what the company wants. When the first Target was founded in the 1960s, it was created, according to the company's website, as a new kind of mass-market discount store that caters to value-oriented shoppers seeking a higher quality experience. In March 2013, Target opened its first store in Canada and quickly expanded to 133 Canadian locations by January 2015. However, a combination of aggressive competition and limited selection kept Target Canada from succeeding, and in April 2015, the company's Canadian branch closed down for good, citing losses of $2.1 billion. In the late 1990s, the Washington Monument underwent some long overdue repairs that cost upwards of $5 million. And while you might think that these restorations would have been paid for via taxes, they were actually covered in full by Target, both through fundraising efforts and direct contributions. Nowadays, it's practically more difficult to find a chain store selling tobacco products than it is to find one that puts the health of their customers over profit. But back in the 1990s, when the fight against tobacco wasn't as strong, Target became one of the first big retailers to stop selling cigarettes, evidently because, for them, it was too costly to keep them out of the hands of minors. In 2016, Target's annual sales of $69.495 billion made them the 8th largest retailer in the United States, just after Amazon. Though the two companies are competitors in many ways, Target and CVS made a $1.6 billion deal in 2015 to convert all of the Target pharmacies into CVS Health locations. Not every Target location has a pharmacy, but the ones that do have them have allocated control to CVS. Any seasoned Target shopper can easily recognize the giant red balls, or bollards, that sit outside every Target store. And while these balls might just seem like decorations, they are actually placed outside to prevent rogue shoppers from driving their cars into the store. There are more than 1,800 stores in the United States. There's a reason you feel like you see Target stores everywhere you look. According to the company, there are currently 1,839 Target stores in the United States. When products don't sell on the floor at Target, the company will donate them to thrift stores like Goodwill in the hopes that they can find a good home. Wow, that's a lot of facts on Target. Hope you enjoyed learning about Target. Those are all the facts I have for you this week. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Next week on Friday Live, I'll have facts on Halloween and facts on BJ's Wholesale Club. But for now, enjoy the rest of the show and have a good weekend. Bye.
You maggots are all dismissed.
Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter, for all your amazing facts tonight. Now we're going to welcome Chef Alex to the show to talk about fall foods. And then after Chef Alex, we're going to play bingo. Do you want to play the first ever bingo here on Saturday Live? All you have to do is click the link in the chat if you're watching live, or click the link in the description as well. We're going to start bingo right after Chef Alex talks about fall food here on Sunday Live. So let's go ahead and welcome Chef Alex to the show, and we will start talking about fall food. All right, so let's talk about fall foods now that it is officially fall. So, fall has a lot of delicious foods. So, for soups, fall is well known for broccoli cheddar soup because broccoli is fresh in the fall. But it's also known for chowders like clam chowder, potato chowder, or even Hamburg chowder. There's a lot of roast that happen in the fall, like a pork pot roast or a beef roast, turkey, duck, and chicken roast. Some vegetables for the fall would include squash and mashed potatoes. Turkey is very popular in the fall. And for desserts, you have apple crisp, which is a classic fall dessert. Then you have apple dump cake, which is another classic fall dessert. Basically, you take a vanilla cake mix, some apple pie filling, and butter, and put it in a prepared dish and bake it in the oven, and it creates like an apple cobbler. Very delicious. I actually made that on the 1000th video. Go check it out. Pumpkin pie, apple pie, peach pie, and some of my favorite desserts are pumpkin whoopie pies, which I learned about in culinary school, pumpkin cake roll, and more. Those are the amazing fall foods. And thank you, Chef Alex, for talking about fall foods here on Sunday Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the first ever bingo here on Sunday Live? Well, Saturday Live. We're hosting on Sunday due to tech issues last night. So let's get ready to play bingo. To play bingo, all you need to do is click the link in the description of today's video and or in the chat. So let's go ahead and prepare the screen, and we'll get ready to play. Now, bingo is just for fun. There is no prize yet, but maybe we can work on that in the future. But for now, bingo will be just for fun here on Saturday Live. And I pray to God that there's no tech issues during our bingo tonight, because sometimes my computer likes to act up when I'm doing bingo. So let's get our bingo studio situated, and then we can start. All right, there we go. Shit. And let's see if go on Saturday Live, the very first one. All right, let's see if our screen is sharing here on studio. Let's see. There we go. Now we're just waiting for this to show up on the screen. Let's see here. It's going to take a quick moment. There we go. All right, now we're ready to play Fall Bingo. To play bingo, click the link in the description. And click the link in the chat. Good luck, everybody, and happy bingo. Uh-oh, it says we're offline. Let's see. No, we're not. All right, let's get the screen up and running again. Sorry about that. And we'll get bingo started. Share screen. Let's see, is it this one? Yep, that's the right one. Let's make sure this is working right, and we'll start bingo. Let's see here. It's coming together slowly. Let's see here. All right, we're ready to play bingo. So link in the description and or in the chat. All right. So I'm going to start the countdown for fall bingo. Good luck, everybody. It says November and everything you love about this time of year. Watch for your square and good luck. Fall Vibes is our first square. So Fall Vibes is our first square here. Apple Pie is next. So apple pie is our next square. Thanksgiving 2023, which is right around the corner. Hello, Autumn. MLB playoffs is our next bingo square. Take this hat up. I'll have to wear that. Apple picking. Turkey. Come on, what is with all these tech issues? Let's see here. Ay, 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 man. All right. Well, congratulations to Brian Conway for winning the fall bingo. I'm not sure how much of it was televised. There were so many tech issues going on, but we'll work on next weekend's bingo. Maybe I'll have to go upstairs to host. Maybe I'll have to go upstairs to host next week's bingo. But let's move along here. We do have an action-packed show to get to. Congratulations to Brian Conway for winning fall bingo. All right. Well, our next big show is our next big celebration is going to be a holiday celebration, and that is going to be celebrating Halloween.
Rawr! Get ready to celebrate Halloween on American Alex Cardinale YouTube channel with a Halloween party live. On Halloween night, Tuesday, October 31st, 2023, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Rawr! This year's Halloween livestream is being hosted by Monster Alex Cardinale. Everything is monstrous about Alex Cardinale this year. Monster fish keeper, monster sized, monster personality, and monster appetite. Monster Alex Cardinale welcomes Aqua Alex, Chef Alex, and Detective Alex Cardinale to the show. Aqua Alex will discuss monster fish species. Chef Alex will make Cookie Monster cookies and give out some Halloween-themed recipes. Detective Alex Cardinale will break down scary crimes that happened on Halloween. Plus, Halloween scary stories and so much more fun. Happy Halloween! Tune in to the Halloween 2023 livestream hosted by Monster Alex Cardinale live. Tuesday, October 31st, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 p.m. Pacific Time on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.
Yes, that's right. Monster Alex Cardinale will host Halloween 2023 live stream on Halloween night here on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale. All right, let's welcome Aqua Alex to the show. And Aqua Alex is going to talk about Oasis Aquatics featured fish. Hey everyone, Aqua Alex Cardinale here. I'm very honored and happy to tell you the news that I have a new sponsor and supporter. Oasis Aquatics is being very gracious enough to sponsor Aqua Alex and Aquatic Wetline. Here to tell you more about Oasis Aquatics are the owners themselves. Here is the Oasis Aquatics official commercial.
So my name is Tom. I started fish keeping when my grandfather dug a fish tank out of the attic when I was about 5 years old.
So my name's Matt. I'm part of Oasis Aquatics. Been doing this for a long time. Started when I was about 7 years old. 22 years of doing this business.
I'm 29 years old now. I never stopped. There wasn't a day in between where I did not think about fish keeping.
I was doing a vet tech job for many years. Eventually I stopped that because this is my passion in my life.
Matt and I have known each other far too long, as many friendships should be.
And you're like, you know what? We need a fish store. There's no fish stores around here. So we had to make it easy access for everyone, to have many varieties from the little small stuff for everyone to the monster fish keeper people.
No matter what it is that you're looking to do, we can provide it for you.
All right, this week's featured fish from Oasis Aquatics is a species of fish that I really want to keep one day in the future. It is a rather expensive freshwater stingray, the Leopoldi stingray, known as the black diamond stingray. Now, I know very little about the black diamond stingray because I never kept them, and I never had the proper sized aquarium to keep them, so I really didn't research them. So what we're going to do for this featured fish, I'm just going to show a simple video showing how gorgeous the black diamond stingray really is. And that was a gorgeous black diamond stingray, the official featured fish for this week's episode, or this week's segment of Oasis Aquatics featured fish. All right, right now it's time for Karens of the Week. It's time to see what ladies or gentlemen are going off the hinges and causing chaos or fights. In the case of this week, it's fights. Let's see some crazy fights here on Karens of the Week.
It's time for Karens of the Week. What women are going off the hinges this week? Let's find out. What is a Karen? Karen is a slang term used as an antagonistic female character in memes. Karen is generally characterized as an irritating, entitled woman, sometimes as an ex-wife who took custody of the kids. In 2020, the term was broadly applied to a swath of white women who had been filmed harassing people of color, including dialing the emergency services on them for no criminal reason.
As I said earlier, this week's Karens of the Week are mostly fights. And the first fight is from Waffle House Restaurant. Check it out. That's crazy. Now check out this fight at a McDonald's.
Security guard! What's up, bitch? It's a lot.
need
This is
officers
crazy.
right now.
Dude.
I guess the Atlantic City McDonald's sees a lot of fights. Shout out to my friend Ray Reality, who's in the house. Hey, Ray, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the remainder of today's video. All right, let's get to our next Karen of the week.
I'll kill you.
You did so good, boy.
I'll kill you, bitch. Jimmy, just broke the glass. Where's the cops?
Where's the cops? Jay, you need to get out.
Yeah, right.
You're so tough.
Put up. You're just so tough. This thing already put up. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Dude, stop. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Stop, bitch.
Stop, dude.
I'll kill you.
Stop.
I'll kill you.
Stop.
Look what you did, Steve! Look what you do to people when you do this! Look what you do! This is not okay! Yes, she's with him.
People are crazy. He busted his arm wide open doing that. Crazy crap. Well, here's our next Karen.
Yeah, I got that. Anything else for you? I'll be with you in 1 second, ma'am.
But take your time, sweetie. I'm in no rush.
Yeah, just give it about 20 minutes or our night to your location. Okay. Hi, how can I help you today?
Well, I was just taking a little frolic down Asbury Ave in my new boots, and I was just thinking, I'm a little hungry, you know?
All right, well, you're at the right place. You want to put some food in to go?
Yes, please. Could I have a menu?
Yeah, let me grab you one. Here you go.
I love that these are made from recycled paper. I can feel it from the texture, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, I'm thinking salads or veggie delights, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong either way. Our vegetarian special, that's a good one. Good seller. And, you know, the chicken salad, tuna salad, buffalo chicken salad.
Oh, no, honey. I don't eat meat. Like, have you seen what they do to those poor animals?
Okay, then yeah, definitely go with something under the vegetarian delight. Or a salad that doesn't have any meat in it.
Okay. Yeah. That one sounds good, the veggie special, but absolutely no sharp provolone. Like, don't even cook it on the same grill with the sharp provolone. I'm usually super sweet, but gotta care about my animals, you know? They come first!
I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't promise you that. Everything's made on the same grill. Even like the cheesesteaks and the chicken subs.
What a wacko.
Hey, leave it. Call the police. Call the police. Get out of here. Now. Here. This way. Get out. Hey, this way. Get out. Now. Crook. Get out. And don't come back.
Well, imagine getting kicked out of a store for stealing. That's a crazy Karen. And finally, this is a local Karen. This is a Karen from Palm Beach Gardens, which is about 25 minutes from where I live. Check it out.
Hey, close. Security!
Wow, she's real smart. First, she gets caught stealing, which is a crime. And then she pulls out mace and sprays someone, which is considered assault, a second crime. So she's going to be charged with 2 crimes. Not really smart, but not my problem anyway. So those are the Karens of the week. Hopefully, we won't see any of my viewers on next week's Karens of the week. I'm just kidding. All right, well, it is spooky season, and it is Halloween after all. And one of my favorite Halloween series and movies is Child's Play. So right now, I want to go ahead and rank my favorite Child Play movies from worst to best, even though I love all of these Child Play movies. So coming in at number 5 is Seed of Chucky. I liked this Chucky, but a lot of the scenes in it didn't really make that much sense. So that's why it's coming in at number 5, Seed of Chucky. Coming in at number 4 is Bride of Chucky. This one was good, but I think it was a little bit short. Coming in at number 3, Child's Play 2. I really enjoyed Child's Play 2. Coming in at number 2 is the original Child's Play. And coming in at number 1 is Child's Play 3. That is my all-time favorite Child's Play. So 5, Seed of Chucky. 4, Bride of Chucky. 3 is Child's Play 2. 2 is Child's Play. And 1 is Child's Play 3. I really don't care for the 2017, 19, or 20 Child's Play movies. I just don't like them. Not a fan. I'm not really a fan of creating sequels to hit movies all the time. I find that it can be redundant and overbearing at times. But there are people that do enjoy those new movies. Well, this week has been an incredible episode of Sunday Live. And next week, we're also going to air on a different day than Saturday. And that is because next weekend, WWE has a premium live event called Fastlane. So we're going to air on Friday, and next week's episode is going to be Friday Live. Check out what's in store for next week's episode.
The next episode of Saturday Live will air live Friday, October 6, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time due to WWE Fastlane airing at our airtime. Don't miss Friday Live with Alex Cardinale. I have an awesome show coming your way this Friday. Sergeant Slaughter makes a double appearance to give facts on Halloween and BJ's Wholesale. Chef Alex will discuss Halloween goodies to make this year. Alex will discuss fun Halloween activities. WWE fan Alex Cardinale will be on the show to preview WWE Fastlane. Aqua Alex's featured monster fish is the Goliath tiger fish. Oasis Aquatics featured fish will be the red-tailed giant gourami. Don't forget Halloween horror movie bingo, funny videos, and more. It all goes down live this Friday, October 6, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time on Friday Live on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.
Yes, that's right. This Friday is our next episode, and it's going to be exciting. Now it's time to welcome Aqua Alex back to the show one final time for his featured monster fish.
One fish, 1 week, in a world filled with thousands of different fish species. Which fish makes the cut? It's Fish of the Week.
All righty, this weekend's featured monster fish is a primitive fish from Africa known as the African lungfish. This fish has the ability to breathe air like a human and can live out of water for days, provided that it stays moist. It needs to stay moist in order to live out of water, but it is a really cool, monstrous-looking fish. They have really strong teeth. And my dad can be a testament of their strong teeth. My dad had a 2-foot African lungfish that chowed down on an 18-inch plus iridescent shark. It ripped it in half. That is how strong their teeth are. It was a very, very scary sight, which is why take mates with lungfish is very risky. But I'm considering getting a lungfish for either my 55 or my 125. They are a really cool fish and a unique monster fish. Here is a video of a lungfish eating. That fish has a face only a mother could love, but it is a cool fish, and maybe I'll get one for my 55-gallon aquarium. All right, now it's time for our main event, which is funny videos. Are you ready to laugh your asses off? I've got 4 funny videos for you.
Fucking accuser. Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker. You can lock me up in a fucking prison. Life without fucking parole. And I'll be better off. Fucking accuser. Accuser.
All right, we're finally back. Sorry, we had some minor tech issues again. This first video is kind of short. It's 6 seconds, but it's funny. Check it out.
Put that candy back. I ain't not buying your shit. Oh, fuck me right in the ass. Oh.
That's funny. Here's our next funny video.
Came out my mama's pussy with my dick in my hand. Slapped the nurse's ass and said, I'm your man. By the time I got to juvie, I was knocking them down. I was a teenage pussy hound. Girl, just your look. I was born to fuck. Girl, just your look. I was born to fuck.
Some of the stuff you find on TikTok is crazy.
They say chivalry's dead, but I think you're making a pretty strong case for its revival.
Well, I'm always ready to help a beautiful lady. I help the ugly ones as well, but I definitely say you're in the former camp. Where am I taking this?
Well, it's only a few streets away. I'm moving in with my boyfriend,
Fuck
Ian.
you. Let me take these to your table.
Thank you, handsome. The gin and tonic's for my sister, Ruth.
Okay.
This one is for Stacey.
Hello.
And if you could hand this one to my boyfriend.
Fuck you. Whiskey? Clearly, a woman as beautiful as you would be living in Kensington Gardens.
Really? You think so?
I don't think so. I know so.
It's like what my boyfriend was saying the other day.
Fuck you. Can I accompany you on your journey?
Sure. I've got to get Scruffy back to my boyfriend and then...
Fuck you.
Wow, that's crazy. And here's our last funny video for this episode.
Hey, why'd you tell that customer they could wait for their to-go order in the kitchen? I didn't. Oh. Well, there's a customer waiting for her to-go order in the kitchen. Okay. Did anyone ask her to leave? Yeah, but she said the host said it was okay. Okay, I'll deal with it. Hi, excuse me, you can't be in here. Oh no, I'm okay, I'm just waiting for my food. No, I got that, but for safety reasons, you can't be in here. Well, it actually looks like they're finishing up, so I'll grab it and I'll be right out. No, I'm sorry, I can't have you do that. I need you to leave. I'll bring the order out to you as soon as it's done. Well, I already paid for it, so technically it's not your responsibility anymore. Okay, I don't care if it's paid for or not. This is an employee area only. Oh, I was sent over here. No, I pointed you to our takeout counter, which is like 4 feet from the front door. Okay, well, it looked like you pointed over here. Okay, well, I'm sorry for the miscommunication, but I do need you to leave the kitchen right now. How about I just stand in this corner? Yeah, no, I need you to go through the door. But I'm already in here. What's the problem? Have you ever waited in a restaurant kitchen for your food before? Oh, yes, many times. Interesting. Well, we don't do that here, so please leave. Okay, if I leave, I'm not coming back. That is completely fine. But I will be taking my food to go. That is also fine. And I am not leaving this kitchen. No, that is the problem.
You know, it's sad that that actually does happen. That happened a lot when I worked at Texas Roadhouse. People think they can wait in the kitchen for their food, which is stupid. Why would you want to enter a restaurant kitchen waiting for your own food? Dumb. Anyway, I want to thank you all for being part of this episode of Sunday Live. I'm glad there wasn't any major tech issues except during bingo, unfortunately. But at least we got the show through. And I had a great time. I want to thank everybody for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And remember, there's going to be no Saturday Live next Saturday or this coming Saturday, but it'll air on Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern, Friday Live. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great week. And I will see you for Friday Live on October 6th. At 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And for my fish keeping friends who are watching, don't miss Aquatic Wetline 200th live this Wednesday, October 4th, at a special start time at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to have a good friend of mine, the owner of Aquascape Online, Pedro Vigas, on the show. And we're going to talk about piranhas, stingrays, his experience working with Jeremy Wade, and more. That's live this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great week, and I will see you on Friday for Friday Live. Good night, everybody.
The next episode of Saturday Live will air live Friday, October 6, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time due to WWE Fastlane airing at our airtime. Don't miss Friday Live with Alex Cardinale. I have an awesome show coming your way this Friday. Sergeant Slaughter makes a double appearance to give facts on Halloween and BJ's Wholesale. Chef Alex will discuss Halloween goodies to make this year. Alex will discuss fun Halloween activities. WWE fan Alex Cardinale will be on the show to preview WWE Fastlane. Aqua Alex's featured monster fish is the Goliath tiger fish. Oasis Aquatics featured fish will be the red-tailed giant gourami. Don't forget Halloween horror movie bingo, funny videos, and more. It all goes down live this Friday, October 6, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time on Friday Live. On YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.
Now over the that's all, folks.